So all good things have to come to an end, obviously. So we are ending the podcast. No, we're not ending the podcast. So I don't know if you heard, there was an announcement today, but I guess my theory is maybe because of the lead star's amazing new musical career. But apparently Fast and the Furious is ending.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I heard
They're
this.
ending the series, right? But
Yeah.
but not till film 11 apparently.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird because what the one that's coming out is 9, right?
9, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, yeah, they're ending it, but there's three more movies that haven't come out yet.
Yeah, exactly. 3 more movies that are two. Sorry, yeah. I guess the 9 hasn't come out yet, and also
Yeah.
it's kind of a weird number to end on, right? Because like you usually picture kind of things in threes almost,
Yeah.
right? So like
Yeah.
but I guess I mean that series was never really like it wasn't
No.
separated into trilogies or anything like that.
Yeah.
And also knowing the way that Hollywood goes, I'm pretty sure after the 11th one finishes, like a year later, there's going to be some reboot, and it's going to be some like hyper serious, amped up version of Fast and the Furious or something like that.
I'd be completely fine if they just had a spin-off based around Han. I'd be completely okay with that.
Did you see Hobbs and Shaw? By the way, I still haven't seen Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Is it good? Is it decent? I mean,
I
how does it compare to the Fast and the Furious series?
mean, I think in terms of production and action and everything, it's pretty much on par. But I don't know. I feel like the whole thing with Fast and Furious movies is kind of that collective, right? And that changes from movie to movie, and it's not always the same characters, but even though obviously the main characters are constant, right?
Yep.
I feel like Fast and Furious is not really Fast and Furious without that kind of ensemble.
You're so
like,
right.
Chaos of a dozen people doing different things. So
Like the highlight, I think, of the entire series is when in Fast and the Furious 5, in Fast 5, when like Dom and Paul Walker are like, all right, we're gonna need a team. Who do you got? I think that whole scene of assembling the team is like the greatest thing ever, right? So
yeah.
So film
it's
11,
missing that. Yeah.
Yeah. So film 11, I guess, it's coming to an end. I mean, again, I am just blown away by what that series became, right? Like, I remember going to see the 4th one with you in the theaters. No, 5th one. I remember seeing the 5th one with you in the theaters, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe the 4th one as well. I can't remember. But I remember being like, okay, this seems to be getting better and kind of interesting. And then at one point, Breton kind of saw the first one on TV and we're like, well, why don't we watch them all? And I just couldn't believe how well everything kind of like fit together and what that series became, right?
Yeah. It's pretty cool to be, around and again, not to claim this is the most, critically acclaimed, series of our generation, but it is kind of cool to have seen it from the start and kind of seen how something like that kind of grows. Because I did go see the first movie in theaters, and I don't know
me too.
how old I was at that point, but it's kind of crazy to kind of think that it's turned into this huge Hollywood franchise.
Yeah,
because when it first came out, it was just sort of like, this is awesome, they're making a movie about this, right? But it was like a one-off, how do they get the money to make a movie about a bunch of street racers, right? So
yeah, no, definitely. And then it just like I think what's cool about it is how it evolved. And because it wasn't such a tightly knit series, it wasn't like, a set trilogy like Matrix or Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. So I think like the problem with the Matrix, right, is like 2 and 3 felt very different than 1, even though they're supposed to kind of be a cohesive trilogy. And then like so something like Lord of the Rings, I mean, it's great because it's just all one trilogy. So, but I mean, they're all great movies and there is a little bit of evolution, but like watching the first one, second, and third ones, like you're kind of watching the same movie. What was kind of interesting about Fast and the Furious is that it really changed, like from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. I mean, 5, they kind of found I think 4 and 5, they kind of found their stride, and then now 4 to 8 and 9 are kind of similar. But to get to 4, it was like, wow, it's this kind of really weird thing. And I was really late to the game. I didn't see 2 and 3 for a really long time. So it's kind of cool to kind of go back and see all that kind of come together, right? So yeah.
All right, 11.
Film 11.
What year is that?
Yeah, good question. Good question. Well, we don't even know when 9 is coming out, so God knows
Yeah.
when 10 is starting production.
2030.
We'll see.